There was no warning. One day everything worked and the next day it didn't. There was panic everywhere. In one stroke, we'd suddenly been dropped a century back in time. But we didn't know what panic really was. Not until the nukes started flying. Legion. An AI whose evolution scared even its own designers. They planned to pull the plug on it, but they did the same thing to us first. Its algorithms told it we were the threat, and that the logical solution was genocide. We fought back, of course. The Atlanta pullback, the last stand for what was left of the U.S. military. I was there. One of the survivors caught up in the battle. We thought the pullback would change things. It didn't.
Nice video. Nice video. I have to. This video was made in about 7 months, something like this. It took us about 7 months to do it. For a game that took something like 6 years to make, it's not bad at all. I'll come to Terminator later, but thanks everyone for joining this tea time. I'm happy to see you all here. If you're not here, you're forgiven only if you're playing one of our games. So make sure you play something at least. The game has a heap of polish. Yes, does. I've heard that you like the game. I've heard there was somebody screaming in the office saying, Das likes the game a lot, and you're not an RTS guy, so it was a big achievement for us. So no, it's been so far a good launch, but I'll come to that later. This is a very busy time for us. We had Tau releases last week. We had Scourge of the Seas, Master of Magic Scourge of the Seas releasing the week before, and now this Terminator game, and there's also more to come as well. So I'm, everyone's a bit frantic and nervous and stressed. So, forgive the level of organization here is not optimal, but Enzo managed to put together a nice summary of Tea Time today. Thank you, Enzo. He's always trying to make my life easier. I usually come downstairs like 2 minutes before the show, so it's good that at least someone reminds me that I have to move from my office to here. It's a good job at technology of the schedule page. Game development always has a dark fate. Yes, Sergeant Z-Dog, I have to say that the game development, we're going to talk about that later. There's a lot of fun facts I want to share. So, is that microphone new? No, Neil, it's not new. This is maybe a year old or something. No, we've been having this for quite some time now. Where should I start from? I should start from the current Steam and our site offers and things, what is happening right now. So last week when we launched Tau, we had this sort of promotional window organized with Steam that was starting on Saturday. So we weren't able to sort of make big discounts for Battle Sector when we launched the Tau DLC. Now the discounts are live on Steam. You can get the main game for at a hefty discount, and also a lot of the DLCs as well. I think they're all 25% off. So good opportunity to complete your collection or find out about one of the other factions we've released. Tau was a very successful launch. I'm going to say only came third as the best first week of sale after Necrons. That's not going to be, you know, matched by probably no other DLC, and very close, very, very close to the Orcs DLC. So happy that you guys have supported this launch massively and are also going to leave us a lot of nice comments on the store page so that more people buy it. The other thing that's on sale right now is Rule Waves. You probably noticed it's on sale on our website and on Steam simultaneously. There's, I think, a 30% off discount, not up to 30%, 30% off for the main game. And this is also going hand to hand with a couple of important things. First things, after this, is it after this? Our mighty Liam is going to be running a special with, I think, with DAS as well, where we are giving the awards to the best ship design contest winners. We have the other two judges are unfortunately not going to be available for the chat today. But Das will make, he is the president and mastermind of the jury, so he's going to be responsible for giving the awards away. The judges did give their votes before anyway, so it's not, and nothing's been fixed or anything. On the other thing about Rule Waves, we have just released the second episode of our documentary series, I would call it. It's all about the dreadnoughts from 1906 to 1918, the evolution of the dreadnoughts and how these have impacted naval warfare. And I think we're going to show it in a moment, but on this, big props to Liam and the editing company who's helping us doing this amazing work. It's well done, it's well written, but it's also kind of entertaining. If you're not into the subject, really is informative and interesting. So yeah, give it a look and tell us what you think.
HMS Dreadnought was the first all-big gun battleship to be commissioned. Instead of only 4 12-inch guns as its main armament, Dreadnought had 10. She had secondary guns designed to attack torpedo boats and destroyers, a mechanical fire control computer, and new rangefinders. Her launch forced other naval powers to begin building dreadnoughts of their own. This was the beginning of a new naval epoch. Every future battleship with more than 2 main battery turrets would now be known as a dreadnought. Battle cruisers were introduced only a year after the launch of Dreadnought. HMS Invincible displaced almost the same tonnage as Dreadnought, had half the armoured belt thickness, but could run at 26 knots compared to Dreadnought's 21. This speed allowed Invincible to outrun any battleship, and her large caliber guns could easily destroy anything that was fast enough to catch her. Germany, and later Japan, quickly began to build battle cruisers of their own. Destroyers also increased in tonnage and armament, culminating with the Wix class mounting 4 4-inch guns and 4 triple torpedo launchers, far more than destroyers had previously fitted. Cruisers also trended heavier, picking up extra guns and improving in both speed and armor. Following the invention of the diesel-electric engine and the self-propelled torpedo, the French submarine Narval was constructed as a test bed. The success of Narval led to the various great powers adopting submarines as commerce raiders during the First World War. Between 1906 and the start of the Great War, navies expanded massively. At the beginning of the conflict, Germany had 15 dreadnoughts and 4 battle cruisers, while Britain had a whopping 22 dreadnoughts and 9 battle cruisers, with both navies having more under construction. While the German and British fleets fought each other at battles such as Jutland and Dogger Bank, there was never a truly decisive action that saw either fleet routed and destroyed. The German Navy tried to isolate and defeat parts of the British fleet and break their blockade, but the Royal Navy proved adept at gathering intelligence and meeting the German fleets with overwhelming force. Germany's failure to break Britain's blockade played a major role in the Allied victory. These fleets had become so large and so expensive that after the war, measures had to be taken to scale back naval spending. In 1922, the great naval powers signed the Washington Naval Treaty, which enforced a tonnage limit on their dreadnoughts. New capital ships like the aircraft carrier would become a major focus of the interwar period.
I just find this really nice, nicely crafted. I've actually had a peek at episode 3, which is releasing next month, and it's really cool because you start seeing the evolution also because you have like video footage as well coming in, so it becomes even more interesting and enjoyable. Hello, Marco. Did I miss any other Napoleonic and Pike and Shot announcement? Yes, you missed them, Asterix. I'm sorry. There was the first part of the stream. We did say everything about the next big Napoleonic and Pike and Shot game releasing with the Call of Duty engine. I'm sorry. Next time you'll be on time. I think that's the only thing I can say. Yes, you need to get your sleep back up. Bravo, Proter. Just make sure that you check out the new Slate store. It's full of joy and lots of opportunities. Yeah, I'm not lying, Charanak. And by the way, thanks for subscribing. No, I didn't lie. It's true. I mean, we did the Napoleonic thing. We unfortunately will have to delete the Napoleonic announcement for the YouTube VOD, but you know. Find it on Steam or something. It's called Flashpoint Campaign Southern Storm. You can buy it, and then there you find the announcement of our Napoleonic game. And Sergeant D-Dog gets 10%. So this was Ruled Waves. There's a number of sort of side announcements I want to also give you before we go into Terminator. First of all, the ICBM escalation, so the follow-up to ICBM, the beta will start beginning of March. We're looking at a date right now, but beginning of March, so not too far from now. Make sure you subscribe. We've got quite a lot of beta subscribers already, but make sure you give us your feedback there. ICBM is stably into the top 10 of our best-selling games every week, so it's definitely a game that has a lot of players. So the more players we are into the beta, the better, of course. This was sort of ICBM. The other big thing is on Starship Troopers. So Starship Troopers, you see, we have released the Raising Hell DLC. Very successful, I said, very good numbers, very solid numbers. About 25% of Starship Troopers owners already bought Raising Hell, so it means that it's doing very, very well. To celebrate that, Artistocrats have come up with 3 new challenge maps that we have released recently. And the next big thing is going to be the editor and workshop support for the Lava Planet setting. So you'll see this coming on online on March 4th. So if you're a modder, if you like working with modding games, or if you just want to make your own maps, just give it a go. It's really easy to use, very user friendly. And it's been really good. Surtur is here. Hi, Surtur. It's so good to see you here. A friend of ours, Surtur is a friend of ours, is a long-time friend. So and we're talking about Starship Troopers. You've been working on Starship Troopers as well. So you have all our love. Thanks for joining us. You see my face. I can't see your face. Send me some texts. And so that was for Starship Troopers. You will have the Lava Editor and Workshop support for the Raising Hell DLC on March 4th. There's quite a lot of stuff in there. Of course, there's a volcanic platform, planet environment, and you've got a lot of other cool things, so lighting modes and tons of new decorations. What else? Ooh. We have Broken Arrow, quickly on Broken Arrow, because otherwise, if I say Broken Arrow 10 times, everyone from the Broken Arrow Discord will come to this, to the tea time. So I want to make sure that we keep it quiet. So Broken Arrow. We have the winners of the multiplayer challenge, 5 for each category. And here they are. So this chart here took our artist about 3 weeks of work. I moaned at her about 55,000 times. Took us too long. But anyway, you can see there. I won't sort of say the names out loud. But the winners are Trench Broom, Null 5733, Sammy BFME, and something as a something. Yes, that was it. You can of course join the Discord if you want to know more about this stuff. But there's already quite a lot of you in the Discord, so I won't say that again. You probably know that. A Napoleonic game. Yes, please do, Beamslime. If you do that, I think your chance of getting a Napoleonic game are going to increase. So that was Broken Arrow. We also have news for Scramble. So as you know, Scramble, we've announced it quite a long time ago. And then we went quiet a bit. Scramble is in full development. This is an internal project. It's developed entirely from a team that's internally on Slitherine. It's a nice team. It's all scattered around the world. Parts in US, parts in UK, parts in Europe. And the project is coming along really, really nicely. We're very happy about where it is now, and we're sort of ready now to sort of start more in-depth development updates. The first one that we have, we're going to publish later on today. Is it? Yeah. Later today, I'm going to show you this little clip now of the first developer diary that we call Flight School, where the lead project leader on the game is telling you a bit more about Scramble, and we'll have many more of these coming.
Hi, I'm John, and I'm leading development on Scramble Battle of Britain, a tactical dogfighting game that takes place over the English Channel. Today, I'll be your flight instructor, and I will fly you through the different features and components of our game. So, welcome to Flight School. This is lesson number 1, airplanes. The initial release of Scramble will have all of the major fighters and bombers that were involved in the Battle of Britain. Spitfires are fast and nimble, Hurricanes are sturdy and can turn tightly, Messerschmitt 109s can perform sharp attacks, Bf-110s have big guns in the front of the nose. Early in the campaign, you'll escort Bristol Blenheims and you'll attack slow, vulnerable Ju-87 Stukas. Eventually, you graduate to attacking large raids of twin-engine bombers. For German bombers, we have the Ju-88, the Dornier 17, the Heinkel 111. And the twin-engine bombers are fast, and they take a lot of punishment, and they have gunners in the nose, in the tail, on the sides. And this is just the beginning for Scramble. In the future, we hope to release more playable fighters and more AI bombers, but I'm not supposed to tell you about that yet. Thanks for watching with me. If you'd like to know more about the airplanes in Scramble, you can visit our website. I'll see you soon for the next lesson.
Lovely. I like it that, if you look at these videos, Rule the Waves, the Terminator one, and Scramble, this is a big, us saying to ourselves that we're good, but, I like it that really trying to sort of give every game its own flavor, its own angle and everything. So this one is, I was seeing comments about the jazz and everything, so it's really, really about, giving this idea of, flight school and you know, we've got a lot more content coming for Scramble, and I wish you knew what's happening behind the scenes, because it's very exciting. So Scramble is coming in towards the end of this year or later this year. Make sure that you follow the Steam page and the wishlist the game as well. And there's quite a lot on, you know, going on Scramble. So happy that you guys are saying it's alive, because we never meant to kill it. So, but you know, it's normal that, you know, we don't have to. When we don't have anything to say, it's hard for us to come up with stuff, just because, you know, we want to keep you up to date. So this is a sign of, okay, we can now properly start campaigning about this game. Yeah, exactly. I can always whisper. I love the part where John says, "I'm not supposed to tell you that." The rule-based video should be in game as an introduction for the campaign. I think you know, it's sometimes, this is a good point, Claude. I think the point is that sometimes marketing and development, we try to create our stuff to market the games, but on the other hand, some stuff could really work within the game, but it's not something that we sort of come up as a plan between two of us. It's really to fill gaps between maybe communication. You know, the team is, you know, far away from releasing an update or something, so we have to fill gaps, and that's when we come up with ideas on, you know, what we could do to raise interest towards the game. So that's really where it starts. But then, you know, sometimes it can definitely happen that some things are very useful for the game itself. So that was for Scramble. So should I go back to Terminator? Okay. So as you guys said, you've seen it. Terminator has released yesterday on a Wednesday. First time release a game on a Wednesday. There was a sort of a need of filling gaps and, you know, making sure that we find the right spot. We had so far very good feedback from everyone, and we are happy that the game has come to you know, release in this state. It's been a long time coming. I was you know, checking my emails this morning just because I'm usually curious to see when a project started, and in the first email we exchanged with Skydance to get the license, the Terminator license, was August 8, 2018. That's a long time ago. It's a very long time ago. And you make the calculation between that email and the release date, that's 2024 days, which is an interesting number on its own. The project has gone through, you know, a lot of different phases, I would say. And the cool thing about Terminator is that, you know, although the world is a different place from, you know, when we started doing this game. Imagine when we started making this game, there was no talk about AI taking over or anything about AI at all, you know. And then it's all of a sudden we've got a game that's all about, you know, AI taking control of stuff. So we're very happy that we're sort of releasing it in this current moment. The market gave us very, very good indication that this game is potentially a big winner. So we're very happy about that. And you know, I want to thank all of the people who played the game throughout beta, gave us feedback. The development team here has been absolutely amazing, going through, again, lots of ups and downs and lots of phases. It's been, you know, it's been a hell of a project, and I have to say that I am very happy that we are getting to the point where we can release it and give it to, sort of sell it to everyone out there who's interested in RTS games. Do we have a video? Yes? Go for it.
Emerging from the depths of the Terminator Dark Fate universe, Defiance welcomes players into a vivid world where they're immersed in a rich, real-time strategy experience amidst the ongoing conflict between humanity and the formidable Legion's synthetic intelligent machine network. As commanders and the Founders, a resilient force forged from the remnants of the U.S. military, players embark on a single-player campaign. Terminator Dark Fate Defiance features intricate battles where every tactical decision weighs heavily on their survival and ultimate success. Players' choices influence alliances, mission availability, and interactions with various factions and characters. With limited resources, players must vigilantly protect their army, utilizing a modular component damage system that significantly impacts troop survival. From infantry units to heavy armored vehicles, plasma cannon technology, drones, and human skirmishers, every unit plays a strategic role to reach a diverse troop composition. Leveraging physics-based building demolition in urban areas adds a layer of realism to tactical outcomes. Terminator Dark Fate Defiance offers both skirmish and multiplayer modes, allowing players to take control of 3 distinct factions: Founders, Movement, and Legion. Online multiplayer matches provide an opportunity for players to test their skills in 1v1 and 2v2 battles against real-life opponents. It's a thrilling battle for humanity's survival, where every decision shapes the course of the war against the relentless machines.
Impressive, right? I was reading one of the comments there, interesting, about not marketing the army building, and there's an interesting point here because this game is big. There's a lot going on. So, for instance, we didn't market multiplayer specifically. For instance, at the start, there's a part of the game that's very much about RPG and all this RPG layer. And again, it's something that we didn't sort of push hard at the beginning. And again, on the army builder, it's something that we'll definitely take care of, but there's a plan for that. I think the idea is that because this game is so big, if you start trying to sort of sell all its components, then it becomes a bit daunting and too big to communicate in a way. So we wanted to make sure that we focused on the core experience and then add the layers later. And with the idea of, okay, if this game does well, we'll have a lot of opportunity in the future to sort of leverage on single elements that are a bit more interesting to different parts of the fans and players. So that's happening. That's happening definitely. We're working towards adding more beats to the marketing campaign, and also adding more to the game, making sure that we highlight specific parts of this. There's a nice set of tutorials that Samstra Game has done for us, and they're both on her channel and our YouTube channel. That give hints about all these parts. That's just sort of the idea of what how big the game is, and all the single parts, and how deep they are on their own. And there's another thing, and I see Cringer, reference to Cringer. Lots of streamers played the game over the last 24 hours. The game has entered the top 50 or 100 most streamed game on stream for this week, which is great and gives another boost to, okay, this is the right avenue, and we're doing things properly. The reviews are sitting around 75% on Steam, which is good. It's a good sign. For it being as you guys say, it's a hard game. It's not like it's a challenging RTS. So I hope that you guys like it and keep playing it over time, because that's one thing. We need to keep adding stuff over time. One specific part I'd like you to test and give us feedback about is multiplayer, because it's the first time we do this kind of type of game on multiplayer. So it's also going to help us a lot in terms of servers and tech and feedback and all that kind of stuff. Angry Joe, Angry Joe playing with the help of lead producer Mark Hardisty yesterday was one of my highlights, launch highlights. It lasts about 2 hours of, do this, do that. New DLCs for Feel the Glory 2 planned, not for the moment. And what about release date for Feel the Glory Kingdoms? We're going to announce the Feel the Glory Kingdoms release date very soon. It's not too far. We are targeting just a few months away before it releases. I'm not allowed to say many of these things. Yes, Yogdog, by the way, welcome back, Yogdog, the French tank man. We missed you a lot, so thanks and welcome back. The first part of this show was all about Field of Glory Napoleonic, but you will never see it. Let me give you the streaming schedule also. Thursday, so today we have the Rule the Waves 3 contest stream with Liam and Das. Why did I... Is it Liam and Enzo? No, it's not. No. Liam and Das. Enzo will not be on camera. It's a pity. We should do that. You should come online and talk about Rule the Waves, Enzo. It's a great idea. It's going to be at 5, so 4 p.m. UK time, so 5 our time. No, it's 5 p.m. UK time. 5 p.m. UK time. I'm useless. At 6:30 p.m. At 6:30 p.m. we have Exabu playing Starship Troopers, Terran Command Raising Hell, the new challenge maps. Friday, so tomorrow we have Gamer playing Warhammer 40,000 Battle Sector Tau. Das is playing at 6 p.m. Das is playing Master of Magic at 8 p.m. And Richard York is playing Field of Glory 2, What's Your Mod at 10 p.m. Quite a lot of mods going on there. Then on Monday, Sergeant Z-Dog is playing Flashpoint campaigns at 4:15. Gamer is playing Combat Mission at 6:15. And Kushan is playing Command Showcase at 8:15. There's a lot of Terminator streams happening also in between, so tune in. I'll probably get a notification or whatever. Enzo should be on. Oh, thank you for the poll. Thank you for the poll. And we should say also, Paul, see if you in the chat notice I forgot to say a title of a game. Which one is it? If only wrong answers. No, I'm joking. I forgot to say Strategic Command World War I Empires in Turmoil. It's like I have to say it. I have to say it every single tea time. Is it Flashpoint campaigns for Sergeant Z-Dog? It's Flashpoint campaigns, yes. Did I say Flashpoint something else? Mordante isn't here. Edmond isn't here. Edmond, get well soon, Edmond. We're waiting for you. And so who won? Should Enzo be or not? It's still going.
We are at 95% pro Enzo.
95% pro Enzo. Okay, now, because next week I will probably not be online doing tea time, there will be somebody else, because I'm up in London for something else. Maybe it's the right time for Enzo to be running tea time. He doesn't give me good vibes, to be honest. Maybe not, but if you want to spend all your slits, Enzo reveal, if you want to spend all your slits to convince Enzo to be on tea time, he will be doing it with Adriana. Perfect. Guys, I think I will let you go and play some Terminator. Thanks for joining tea time. It's raining cats and dogs outside. It's finally raining here. It's not been raining for a long time. And welcome to the new era of constant updates about Terminator. And hopefully you guys are going to follow on that. Go and play some multiplayer and give us some feedback. Thanks for joining us. See you next week. Bye.
attraction towards new experiences is powerful. Alienware gear isn't made to resist that pull. It's made to accelerate it, to transport you to new places where you can embrace difference and leave familiar behind, bringing you ever closer to the ultimate experience. See you on the other side.